I don't know. It just allows for some grace, I think. And growth, you need grace, you know? Take it easy, you know, on yourself. Can we get an album spoiler, please? Right. So, album spoilers. I don't know that there's anything to spoil. I think you just have to experience it. I don't know if I've talked about this. Sonically, maybe I have. Sonically, the record kind of goes from... Because a lot of people were asking me, like, you know, about genres, etc. And it's interesting. I was just having this conversation a minute ago. And we were talking about, like, my debut record. And, like, you know, what would my debut record be considered now if I put it out now? It's a really interesting conversation. It prompts a lot of different perspectives. So I think what I love about sonically the way that the album plays out, it goes from sort of familiar sounds to kind of new sounds for me personally in my own sort of production, I guess, specifically. But yeah, so if you listen to it, it actually takes you on a road from, like, I'd say it kind of picks up where Storyline left off almost, and then brings you here. Because Wild Blue was a lot of experimenting and a lot of just trying stuff and a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm really excited about Victory. I also forgot that I have a show before, so we're going back on tour in May, finally. It's been years, and I'm really, really excited. And planning a lot of really fun stuff for this tour, naturally. Because tour is like my life. That's where I come to life. But we have a show like before that I actually get to play About a Boy in Victory. And I'm really excited about that. So, yeah. I will say, if you like Storyline, I think this album feels like a combination of the debut album and Storyline. Like, I think there's a lot of shared qualities sonically, lyrically, kind of all the above. Yeah. Oh, it's crawfish season. Oh my god, that's right. I completely forgot about that. Ooh, okay. Man, I am so glad I'm going back on tour too. I appreciate you saying that, and I am very, very, very excited. Like we're we're putting a lot of work into this show, because it's been like 3-4 years since I've actually done a tour, you know. Can you tell us more about the tape recorder sound at the end of Victory? That will make more sense when you hear the first song on the album. But the tape sounds, like a bunch of analog sounds, find their way in the front act, I would say, of the record. And you hear a little bit of it on, like, Normal. You hear it on About a Boy. But, yeah, it's a lot of albums that I loved over the past, like, 10 years had something at the beginning, at the end. Bellion did it. John Bellion did it with the beep. Gnarls Barkley did it with a film projector sound, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, so I kind of just wanted something like that, you know? Next album comes out next month. We're getting really close. Red Sky. Oh man, that's so cool. April says, you helped my songwriting so much when you gave me advice that not every song has to be finished. That's amazing. I'm so glad I'm so glad that worked and that helped. I always feel weird giving advice because it's so specific and to experience. I think tour dates, when are the tour dates getting revealed? Good news, the tour dates are out. They're on my Instagram. They're on my... they're everywhere. I put them everywhere so that everyone can see them. But yeah, we're touring in May. Red Sky Tour. Come hang out. We'd love to have you. Fans since 2012. I really appreciate that. Glad you're still here. Got a lot of shows coming up. Love to see you. Favorite place to tour, venue, city, etc. I don't know, man. That's the tough one. I don't know that there's a favorite. I think the benefit or the beauty of touring, it's really interesting because like when you're on tour, you don't get to see a lot of the city. You do get to see the people of each city, and like our VIP meet and greets where I actually get to hang out, talk with people, and like after the show and etc. So you get a small glimpse of the city, and every city has its own personality, you know, because every venue has its own personality, you know, those kind of things. Oh, favorite song to sing with a live crowd. I mean, one is always really, it still is really special. Like, I don't get tired of singing that song. Thank God. But yeah. Hey, yeah, Scott Hill in the background. But it is still fun to sing that song, man, because it's like, I remember how that song started and like all the stuff that song has done for me in my career and places I've gone to because of that song, you know. I mean, I love the tours that we've done in all the other countries that we've been able to visit, especially like countries that don't necessarily, where you wouldn't expect them to know every single lyric to every song on the album. But yeah. Wait, I just saw this. Single mom to a 3-year-old, and we're definitely appreciating having you. That's amazing. That is awesome. Appreciate that. Glad to be can be that for you guys. Do you choose the cities you go to? I would say I have a say, but there's a lot of factors that go into like the routing and, you know, can we play this room? Is this room open on that day? And especially right now, man, like it has never been more challenging to tour. Like I've toured my entire life, and this tour has been very challenging to put together. Because there's so many tours that didn't tour for like 2 years, and everybody kind of made up for it over the past over last year and this year. And it's just like super chaotic just trying to like get into a room, you know. So we had to like, I mean, they went through probably 80 different versions of this tour just to figure it out, you know. Do you prefer larger venues or the more close? Oh, honestly, like I love, bless you. I love big venues. I love building big shows. Always have. Also really love smaller venues because you can be more personal. You can sort of like make eye contact, you know, with the person in the very back. So, hey, Grizzly Rose, nice. Thanks for coming to that show. We're gonna be back in Denver, by the way. Come hang out. Yeah, so.
There's quite a lot. Can you restart it?
Huh?
Restart it.
I'm gonna restart this, and I'll be right back.